Hi guys!
Hey guys!
Welcome to my channel. My name is Kayakazi Mukwena and you can call me Kaya. For those who have been supporting my channel, I'd like to express my gratitude. I'm very grateful for the likes, the subscriptions, the comments and the shares. I'm very grateful, guys. And if you are new, please do click the subscribe button at the bottom, and I hope you will also enjoy the content that we are to bring. So I have my husband, you guys know him now, Usnetemba, and today we'll be telling a story about his attempted hijack. His attempted hijack slash what did they do? They break into the car. What is it called? Smash and grab. Yeah. So yeah. Okay, so he's gonna be telling the story, but I'm gonna be assisting him because I just feel like he keeps on forgetting parts, and since I was the first person that he told, I do like remember everything. That week when it happened on a Tuesday, and that week, okay, it was just a Tuesday, but we were having a bad week already. The Monday, coming back from work, Sneh had suggested that I use a different route, and I got lost. Guys, that route was supposed to be shorter, and I was supposed to get home. I was supposed to get home on time. Sneh was already at home. He called me, and I was like, I just went to fetch Ubambo. I'll be there within 30 minutes, less than 30 minutes. I was supposed to be at home in less than 30 minutes. But I drove using that route, and then next thing I saw, I've been driving for long. Next thing I saw, Khasmi, I'm approaching the, what do you call those things where you pay? Isn't it?
Toll gates.
I'm approaching toll gates. Like I'm going to Eastern Cape, guys, and my phone is flat, and my petrol. It's I'm low on gas. Yeah, but I managed to get home. When I GPSed, I was like about an hour away, which I don't know what happened, but I just had a bad day that Monday. Then on the Tuesday, Snetemba had this incident. So, yeah, you want to tell people what happened?
Did I say I want to tell my story, Kai? It's a very sensitive story. And Gagai case is still under cops at work. They know that this thing is still investigated. Why, baby? But it's fine anyway. These are my people. They have to know. Okay. It was a Tuesday. I'm sorry. It was a Tuesday. Tuesday. That's what I meant. Okay, no. Tuesday, ne? So what happened on my way from work? Okay, I was driving past Clip Refer, approaching Mall of the South to Albertine. So there's this new car that I just bought. So this car is not accurate when it comes to the petrol gauge. So I was on my way from work, and then usually when I drive the old car, I know if it's 1 bar, I know it's gonna take me home. So same situation. I've got 1 bar, and then I know, and it's even like that was 2 bars. So I'm telling myself, no, I will get home. Like it's about 24 minutes. So I don't think there will be any problem. So I turned that to Clip Refer from my workplace, and then I tried to put it on gear 2. No, it couldn't move anymore. And then I told myself, no, this thing is not moving. And then I stopped the car, and then I went off. And then these 3 colored boys noticed me that I'm struggling. So they approached me. and then they offered assistance. I was skeptical. I got so skeptical, but at the end, they gave me a good advice because they asked me, where's the triangle? I told them, no, that I don't have a triangle with this car. So they said, no, okay, sir, we're gonna try to push you so that you can be off the road, because
On the side.
because that road is the cars which are traveling there are traveling
It's
with
fast.
very fast. So they
It's
assisted
like a
me.
freeway, mini
Yeah,
freeway.
it's a mini freeway, yeah. So they assisted me. We were successful. Then we parked aside, and then they went to my bonnet, and then they said it might be the battery. You know, when the car is new, it's not really new. You bought it as a second hand, so you don't trust a lot of things. So they said maybe it's the bonnet, maybe the battery is loose. And then I just believed them. Okay, one opened. One advised me that no, he's a mechanic. I must relax. He's gonna assist me. And then he opened the bonnet, and then he went straight to my battery, and he tried to pull some things there. I noticed, no, that this boy, what he's doing, he doesn't know what he's doing. And then I asked him nicely, my brother, okay, let's close this boot. I think it's petrol, because I was low on gas. He said, okay, it's fine. And then they assisted me. We closed the boot. And then I went inside. I tried it again. No, we're failing. And they wanted to open the bonnet again. I stopped and no, I won't open the bonnet anymore now. And then these other boys said to me, no, you know what we're gonna do? I'm gonna buy you petrol with my own money. These boys are Nyawupe boys. They dirty. I'm asking myself, how could this boy have buy me petrol? Okay, but anyway, I just agreed. Okay, it was around 5 o'clock.
So it was still light.
There was still light. So this boy left, and then I was left with the other two boys. So while we were standing there by my car next to the Bella Vista flats by Clip River. So that's a colored place. So this other boy was whistling, and then while he was whistling, there were responses across the road. And then I got a bit scared. And then I see this other boy. I paid attention. On his waist, there was a gun, a silver gun. Then I told myself that hey, today it's the D-Day. Okay, this boy was panicking.
So can I help you here? So I need to
No,
listen.
you were not there, my love. I
But
told you the story. Can I finish it?
Yeah, okay. But I know this part because you keep on omitting.
But
that
you had it for
These
me.
three guys, Galobo, listen, these three guys, one of them, like when he told me, he's like, one of them was drunk. You didn't say that.
I was getting there.
Okay.
Please.
Okay.
Yeah. So okay, one of them was drunk to an extent that they didn't want him to assist. Yeah, they were always telling him that no, stand aside. You're gonna ruin things here. Like he was just doing things that I didn't even understand. This one, the drunk one. So okay, this other boy was whistling, and then all of a sudden now there's another guy, a fourth one, wearing an orange hoodie. And then okay, I saw that things are getting a bit tricky here. And then I closed my car, and then I locked it. I crossed the road. I was asking for help there. Cars were traveling with very high speed, so I couldn't stop a single one. I remember the way I was so furious, I ran to a taxi because a taxi seemed to be the only car that can stop for me. And then because I pointed up, so that means I was going to Johannesburg. So they stopped. This guy stopped. And then I told him that, my brother, I'm in trouble. And remember, he has passengers, I think about 4 or 5. I'm in trouble, my brother. Those guys are trying to hijack my car. So please assist them. That taxi driver told me, Mfethu, vala umnyango. I was so angry and disappointed. And those guys in the taxi, they were ladies. I don't know, maybe they laughed or they got worried as well. But okay. Into eyenzekayo,
Then you walk down.
yeah, I walked down because I saw that cars are traveling with very high speed. I wanted
So at
to
least
help.
when it gets to the robot.
Yeah, so yeah, on
they
the intersection, obviously the cars stopped. They went to the robots. Well, when I was next to the robot, I found this police van, and then, okay, okay, I ran across the robot, trying to stop the van. To the robot.
And then he slipped and he fell.
I fell at the center of the robot, in front of the car, and then that car stopped.
It's
And
not
then they
funny.
hooted.
And it's funny because when he got home, I was worried. So Snake called me. I'm sorry. Snake called me and said, I think my car is low on gas. I'm not too sure what's happening. He wasn't sure for sure that it's gas. We're still not sure that it was gas. But the car, I don't know what had. He wasn't sure what was happening, but the car was stuck. But the car had stuck. So yeah, obviously now I was worried. I didn't know what to do, and I didn't know whether to go there. Where am I going? And you get land. Okay.
Okay. Ndingathatha
Yeah.
off. Okay. Ibilike ngene phansi kwemoto. Okay, it's fine. Hey, imi trick imoto. Phakame. Hey, le van indlindile kwela cala, and I crossed the road. Went to these guys, two police guys. And I told them the story that, guys, my life is at risk. There are these guys carrying a gun, wada. And I even left my car there. And remember, no, I'm with one of those kind of guys now.
Forgetting. Yeah.
Yeah, this.
So the one who was drunk, ne, when Musne saw the gun from the other one, who was panicking. So Sneh says that other one was just pacing up and down, panicking, the one with the gun. So because he was pacing up and down, he made Sneh suspicious. So Sneh kept his eye on him. Then he saw the gun. Then he decided, oh no, let me cross and let me just lock the car and let me cross because my life might be in danger. So the one who was drunk in the scene followed Sneh, and then on the way to the robots before they met the police, told Sneba, wait, those people are trying to rob you. They're not trying to help you.
And me being so disruptive, I was
trying to disturb them. But they came, all three of them came together. But he's like, yeah, I'm trying to disturb them. They are not trying to help you. They are trying to rob you.
Yeah, okay.
And then what did you say? I don't know. Then he was like, let me go with you. Then Sneh just left and he walked. Then that guy followed Sneh. So now they luckily they saw the policeman, and then they both went to the police.
Yeah, so I met these two guys, some police at 7 in, and just began the story. So I said, okay, kwala ngemva. And then they took me we went to my car. It was late. I found my car, the door was open, the window was broken with a very big stone. And guess what? There's a cop. There are cops there by my car. The others are from. Was nearby my car. There's this follow in a man's. So these two are this other cop, the male one, is carrying my bag, which had my iPad, and the lady is there standing.
So they were
Remember,
like
I'm
in
coming
a
with my
passage.
own cops, and then there are cops, other
next to the
cops
car.
next to the car. Yeah, that's when I told myself, yo, guys, shubile, bruh. Yo, when I saw, because I had a work iPad that I received the same week, very new, a brand new iPad.
Oh, he was so sad about that.
And el police aliphethe le bag nathi Thixo amazulu nomhlaba. Yeah, shubile. Panicked. Xa ndiphakamisa amehlo, no man, you remember the guy who went to buy petrol? Is also here on the scene. And then I told the cops, no, this guy is one of them. and this guy is carrying maybe a
petrol.
liter of petrol. And then he said, no, what's happening? Guys, you are robbed. These guys, I was not part of this plan, bruh. My aim was to sincerely help this guy. I'm not part of these guys.
I don't believe that, because Sneh said that before he left to go buy the petrol, he was also whistling. They were all
the
whistling,
thing is,
and then they
this
communicating.
guy was in charge. He was the one who was pushing this other drunken one away.
Yeah, but like, move, you are disturbing.
So I think
us.
maybe he went to buy petrol so that we can start my car, so that they can take the car. So that's what comes to my mind when I think of the reason why he could offer.
But the other one
to
probably
buy
just
petrol. Yeah, so
he didn't go according to plan. I don't know, according to the plan.
so I figured what, no guys, it's fine. Amapolice amhlalisa phansi amguquza amadola athi, where are your friends? What guys? I wasn't part of this, but I know those guys. I was with them. They are not my friends, but there's this term that he used, associates. They are my associates. I don't know what he meant, but he said, no, I'm gonna take you. I know where they stay. I know where their mothers are. He said, I'm gonna take you to those places. The cops agreed, no, we are going there. And then, okay.
So at this point in time, other cops came. So there were like maybe three vans.
Three vans, and then another one guy came.
So there were four vans. Guys, there were 8 cops.
Pairs of
No, it's 4 pairs, so it's 8 cops.
Yeah.
There were 8 cops like in the scene. That's how like big it was, because and it's a freeway. So every time they see, but like the cops are passing and they see, but okay, there's an incident. They stop. So now there's like 8 cops. And then there's one perpetrator that has been found, because he's the one who had the petrol. And this guy is saying to the cops, I know where they live.
Go,
and
guys.
I know,
Go. And then why don't you just go before this guy?
Because if they went there like already, that guy is not gonna sell that iPad, obviously. Like,
exactly.
That situation will be quickly managed. Yeah, and then
and then I was panicking, trying to push these cops, guys, let's go there. And then they were relaxed, like as if nothing happens, but busy trying to help me so that I can let this car move. And then others drove me to the garage to buy more petrol. Then I poured the petrol, but it couldn't start until I was boosted, because remember, I've been doing the hazards were on for a very long time. And the lights are on now because it's dark. It's getting dark. It's winter. So they told me straight that you should drive home or drive to the police station to open a case. We can't go to that guy. Take this guy to
imagine
before you open a case. Okay,
guys,
I was ready to do that, and then this other cop said, where's the box for the iPad? I said, the box is at work. No, if ever a box is at work, we can't open a case without that box. So I need to go and sleep and let this guy go home, the one that we've already caught, and then call this guy again the following day. Guys,
it's gonna be sold. Like, the iPad will be sold.
These guys are not even selling this iPad anymore. You know what they do? They exchange them for drugs. It's easy. You go to a drug lot and give him that iPad. He gives you maybe 2 packets of whatever you're smoking. So that's how it operates. There's no money involved. So it's easy for them.
So now I felt like, I don't know, guys. I still feel like that. Now I felt like the cops failed Sneh. I felt like the cops failed Sneh because, guys, there's 4 sets of policemen here, and initially they had promised, but we will. So there was like one cop who was promising, "Usneba, we're gonna go," and he was really like pushing this one, but tell us, where does he live in Ongeland? And then this other guy, this other policeman who was with them, whose was buff, was like, "We're going," and like, "Tell us where he lives." And then this guy was like, let's go, I'll take you guys, I know where he lives, I know where his mom lives. But the policemen, guys, 8 policemen refused to go. I mean, it's an emergency, because if they go later than now, that guy would have already sold the iPad. I don't know, like, guys in Jaiva, he was supposed to go make a statement before they can do anything, and I don't know why they didn't do their job, but I just felt like they didn't do their job. Honestly, I just felt like they didn't do their job. You can't have 8 policemen on the scene and tell me that no one, like 8 policemen and no one can assist you when you have one perpetrator who's saying, I can take you. Like, I just feel like they didn't do their job. That's how I feel. They didn't do their job.
Yeah, to be honest.
I was really angry because I just feel like Snake could have got that iPad back if like an action was taken.
This guy ke lo lintwana le shekile le petrol yathi kum, okay, my brother, if the cops do not want us to go tonight, it's fine. I've got an ID with me. Take my details, take my address,
and
call me tomorrow and my name. Call me tomorrow. I will still saying the same thing. Okay, it's fine. I took his everything. What happened?
The following day.
Okay.
No, it's
fine.
Can I tell this?
You must understand. I started motoring after I boosted you. This other cop boosted me, and then I drove off.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah. So initially we had asked Upudzakes, our brother, to go and assist him. So while he was on his way, I think Snake called and he was like, I'm on my way. How far is Upudzakes? And then so I called Upudzakes and I was like, I think you can turn because Snake says he's on his way. So okay, happy days. But Snake is not arriving. He's taking time to arrive. And I'm so anxious, Kengo. And I haven't even told anyone that this has happened because I don't know. Yo, guys, I was having like so many thoughts in my mind. If something happens to Snake, and here I had just lost my dad. So there was just a lot that was happening on my mind. But okay, Snake gets home. So when he got home, my man was so traumatized. It's not funny, but it was funny how he was handling it. I think I can laugh about it now, but he was so traumatized. He kept on having these flashbacks, or for lack of a better term, or like these moments where he's like, because he's just thinking how he could have acted better. So he's like, yo, you know what? I just feel like I could have, because he was, okay, honestly, he was really worried about that work iPad. Snell loves his job. And like, yeah. So he was really, really worried about that work iPad. So he's like, I feel like, okay, that guy had a gun, but what if he wasn't going to shoot me? Because he seemed scared. Maybe I should have opened the car and then take the iPad. Because the iPad was hidden. But that guy clearly searched the car to get me. So he's like, maybe I should have opened the car and then took my bag, which also had the iPad, and then leave with it. So I'm like, but how do you know that when he sees you leaving with that bag, he's not now going to try and point you with the gun? And him pointing you with the gun and being scared, he's not going to shoot you, even if it's by mistake, and then just like that, you lose your life. You get what I'm saying? I'm not saying that iPad wasn't much of value, but honestly, when it comes to someone's life, like materialistic things can be replaced. That thing will be replaced. Snare's life was not going to be replaced. And so he kept on having these thoughts of, shh, I should have locked, I should have done this, I should have done. So I kept on having to assure him, but you acted right. You acted right. You stepped away. You stepped away from the situation because you thought of your life, and that's the most important thing. That window can be replaced, and then they damaged the car a bit. Yeah. That can also be fixed.
I think they were looking for the
battery or something.
But it's very tricky to open my bonnet, so they checked. They even broke this thing.
Yeah, they broke some stuff in the car, and then they managed.
Luckily, you know, when you check, and then
then they
check
found
under the seats
and stuff.
They were very excited after getting it. But I know stealing an iPhone is the only people who can steal iPhones are those stupid perpetrators. Because you can't steal that thing. That thing,
it's not gonna
there's
work.
no one who's gonna open it.
Maybe we don't know. But
So, and secondly, it belongs to the company. Okay, they don't know it belongs to the company, but the company has tracked. Like, it's dangerous to steal that thing. But yeah, he wanted
they
to
did.
smoke at that time.
Maybe. So then Snake came back home. Joy, guys, my husband, when he walked inside, like it was like he had seen a ghost, and I've never seen him like that. Yo. Then I went to him and then I hugged him. Obviously, I can see the car is damaged and all of that. And yeah, but he's fine. He's intact, you know. And I'm like, okay. Then I hug him, and then he's like, yo. And then Ingati was shaking a bit. I don't know what was happening. And then, because obviously it had just happened, and so now he must report to his bosses that this had happened. But he like he's not in a state to tell the story. So he came and he told me the story, like what happened. But he was not in a state to now tell his bosses what had happened. So he asked me to please call his boss and tell her what happened. So I did that and I told her, and then yeah. Shame gay, yeah, and then she was like, no, you can take the day
Yeah,
off.
the company Shame was very helpful.
They were very helpful. He took the day off, and then Namge, I told my boss on my side, and then I asked to take a day off, so that I can also assist or just take some hours off to just assist Snake, because now we're supposed to drive to the police station so that we can go and do a statement. Yeah.
Open the case.
And open the case, and yeah. And also when we got there, guys. Also when we got to the police station, I don't know, maybe because I'm so angry and frustrated at what those cops had done. Maybe because I was angry and frustrated at what those cops had done, like bathi be-8 bangakwazi ukwenza umsebenzi wabo. I don't know, maybe it's part of their rules, but for me, I just felt like they failed him. So now when we get there, you know, sometimes, guys, I just feel like sometimes it's very painful how public officials just feel like they're doing us a favor. It's not fair. So when we got there, that cop was just like, oh, we didn't get warrant. Yeah. We warrant, different position, yeah, warrant or something, yeah. So he was just like, yeah, where did the scene happen? So Snare's like, as Amui explained, but of course we don't really know the exact street and Yonkeland. But Snare describes it very well. Then he's
and
like,
we're almost returned to the scene.
Yeah, and then he's like, I don't know what you're talking about. And Snare explains it. And he's the best person to know it because it's closer to him and he works there. We don't really like stay Glandau, so we explain it the best that we can. And I try to Google also just to show him, but like, this is what we're talking about. This is the corner that you are asking for. And he says to us, if you guys are failing to tell me the actual corner, then I'm afraid I might have to return you back home. I'm like, what? You're gonna have to, he said, I'm gonna have to return you back to the place of the scene. So when we go to the place of the scene, like, we're gonna come back with the same information.
Exactly.
And then another cop came, and he was like listening, and he can see how frustrated I'm getting frustrated now. And then he was like, man, this is simple. It's Kwalandondon and Dondon. And then the warrant, was like, no. How do you know it's Kwanandondon and Dondon? And then he was like, it's simple, but you can hear what they're saying. They are saying it happened next to the garage. When you walk from the garage, there's the engine, Dondon. And then after that, that's the place where the colored area. That corner is called Kwanandondon and Dondon. You know this. And he was like, yeah, I will just write it, but like he just tried to ridicule his colleague, obviously, because he just wanted to make the process frustrating for us.
Yeah, guys, but the only thing I can tell, it's tough, guys. Hijackings,
okay.
The level of hijackings, guys, has increased. I've just googled, like they've increased, especially this winter, and there's corona, and then it's lockdown. Hijackings have increased. I work with people who I work.
And also, Snare was also like, he feels like sometimes cops make as if you caused yourself to be hijacked. Like,
Yeah, you feel like
yeah, you feel like you are the one who asked for this. Like,
exactly.
why?
That's how they make you feel. Like you have to explain why didn't you pour petrol if it's a problem? Why did you drive past here?
Past
as
here.
if-
Like, where were you supposed to drive?
Exactly. Why
It
were you
was
driving?
quite
Why were you
frustrating, to
driving
be
with this
honest.
speed?
I just feel like
Why did you?
we can do better, man. They can do
Exactly.
better. They can
Those
do.
guys, no,
They can
no.
do better.
Failing
They
us,
can
man.
do better. I was very frustrated. I don't want to lie. And I was like, I'm not going to let this guy think he's gonna get away with this. Do you know, to a point where at the end of our engagement with him, he actually started to be like nice.
But guys, to cut the long story short, Ella Police, okay, I have only case, and then I'm still waiting for the call.
Till today.
Till today, he's gonna call me. We've got the address of the guy. We've got
Obviously,
the
it's
ID
been
number.
sold. How
we've
long
got
has that been?
Of the guy that we caught. That guy for sure. Now he's waiting for me to call them.
I don't
to
think
call
he's even
it.
waiting anymore.
It's just a dead story.
Exactly.
Yeah.
With something that could have been managed. Guys, 8 policemen on site. We go to the police station. Aphinde asinike ezinye ingxaki. Ay man, you are a shame. I really
Guys,
feel
stay
like,
safe.
I really feel like they failed us. Usne. So yeah, guys. So that's the story of when Usne got hijacked. I'm just glad that he got home in one piece by the grace of the Lord. But I just also felt like the policeman could have done better. Or maybe, but that guy at the police station explained to us that the law didn't allow them to do that because they also need to safeguard themselves and so forth. Well, but I just felt like the situation could have been handled better. But yeah, that's the story of Snare being hijacked. Yo, guys, you need to stay safe. Like Snare said, it's not as safe anymore. You can't trust people. You can't trust people, and also we just need to always make sure that, I don't know, because we don't even know what the problem was, but that you have a backup. I don't know what backup of what, because I don't know, should we say petrol or should we say e-booster? I don't know.
What I can advise him, when you drive past windows in most cases they put the spikes in
There's
the lane.
also that there.
So you should make sure that when you hear your tire burst, drive with the rim up
He
until you
always
get to
says
the
that.
nearest police station.
Yeah, up until you
Because
get home.
They act as if they're assisting anyone who stugs, and then they rob them.
Yeah.
Stay safe, guys. We love you.
Yeah, stay safe, guys, and thank you for tuning in, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Please give us a thumbs up, and please subscribe, comment, share. Thank you. Bye.